and representative diminish. Here. Okay. All right, excellent. Thank you for appearing today, Mr. Secretary. Do you wish to give an opening statement or any remarks before we begin?
No.
All right. Okay, the floor is now open to any representatives to ask questions. Again, the floor is now open to any representatives to ask questions. The floor is yours, Representative.
Testing, okay. I just wanted to ask you a few questions, Astro, if you don't mind. One, thank you for your time. I just wanted to ask, what are your plans and visions for the Secretary or the Department of State? Sorry.
Well, thank you for the question, Parker. Are you referring to my plans for next term, which isn't certainly sure if I am even nominated? Or are you referring to what we have achieved during this term?
I would like to know what you achieved and what, if you are to come back, what you plan to continue or add on to your goals.
Well, as for my plans for the future, I'll leave that up to the future to see whether I am nominated or not. As for what I have achieved with my staff in the Department of State, we have done immense work, great work, working in establishing new relations with multiple nations, promoting our foreign interests not only in Washington, D.C. by hosting state visits in Washington, D.C., but also abroad on foreign soil. We have aimed to expand our foreign interest by also working. There are two current open discussions in work of opening two new U.S. embassies on foreign soil. The United Nations has made immense changes thanks to the United States. We have pushed to put forward only the best and better candidates for the positions of Secretariat as well as for the General Assembly and Security Council. So to keep it short, we have done great work during this term.
Thank you. I would like to ask what the issue is ongoing with your staff, how there was a big resignation that occurred.
Are you referring to the Deputy Secretary of State?
Yes.
Well, as you can see in the statement, the Deputy Secretary of State resigned on his own due to he's now been 6 months in the Department of State, if I'm not wrong, and obviously he wanted to try something new, and that's why he resigned. So it had nothing to do with any ongoing issues in the Department of State.
And what about your current staffing numbers on the amount of ambassadors you have for the Department of State?
Mm-hmm. That's something that is quite known already right now, but we lack in staff numbers at the moment. That's because not many people are too interested in foreign affairs anymore. The Department of State intends to change the recruitment process soon, which will be announced during the next couple of days. We will not only aim to recruit inside the United States, but also outside, such as in the United Nations, bringing people who are experienced with foreign diplomacy, as well as diplomatic talks. So the staff number is a current issue, but that doesn't hold us from doing our job in the Department of State.
And then just one more question for me. What are your views on having ambassadors or people working in the Department of State where they run their own nation and they work with the DOS? As you can see in Congress, we recently had a couple resignations due to representatives running their own nations. So what is your viewpoints on that?
The Department of State has always maintained a strong point on that matter. Diplomats working in the United States has always been a big known. We have always maintained our position on it. That's why we asked as well, once they got in, both Norway and Netherlands, for Representative Diminish and Representative Transmix to resign due to a conflict of interest. And we continue to hold that position. Diplomats cannot work in the United States mainly because it is a conflict of interest to our foreign policies. The new Diplomatic Immunity Bill Act that has passed will give more insight into it, and we will also update the diplomatic guidelines to make sure that if diplomats wish to work in the United States, whether it be in a department or in a law enforcement agency, they can waive their immunity rights and still be able to be prosecuted for any crimes they commit, so that everyone is held accountable no matter their position. Hope that answers the question.
Thank you so much. Good luck in your future endeavors, and I yield the floor.
Thank you, Representative. Is there anyone else who would like the floor? If there is anyone else who would like to request the floor, please do say so now. All right, Representative, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Committee member. So my three priorities as Secretary of State, well, I'd say maintaining a strong U.S. foreign policy in the United Nations, as well as promoting our promoting our foreign values abroad, as well as maintaining a strong leadership in the United Nations. It is important as a founding nation, a big nation um, in the United Nations, to be the leading nation, the one to make the calls, but also listen to the others. Um, that's one of my main priorities, maintaining a strong leadership and also holding everyone accountable for their actions. Recent accomplishments that I'm proud of. There are so many. I don't know where to begin. Well, I'd say the biggest ones is securing two future U.S. embassies on U.S. foreign soil. That will not only strengthen our alliance with foreign nations, but also promote our foreign values uh, on the on international stage as well.
Representative, do you yield the floor? Okay, thank you. Unless anyone else would like to request the floor, please do say so now. Once again, if anyone would like to request the floor, please do say so now. Right, well, if no one else would like to request the floor, I will now be hearing motions to adjourn this hearing. Yes, Representative? Is there a second? With a sufficient second being heard, this is hereby adjourned. Thank you, Secretary of State Astronaut, for attending.